Peace and love. I am your author, the poet B.GKL, Brother GKL, that is good King Lio'lf, sending positive vibes to you all. Anybody going through something that came out of something that's going back into something and continuously coming back out of it. Man, I send all things your way positive to remove all obstacles out of your life, all hexes, all curses, all negative vibes, known and unknown out of your life, man. Because you never know who working against you. While you're out here trying to prosper in your positive way of doing things, there's always forces that's working against you unknowingly and you don't even know it. And you busting your ass and you working yourself spiritually and physically almost to death and being fatigued in both ways. And you don't know that there's something working you. And when I say you got it together spiritually, but it's also something attacking you all the time. You know what I mean? And you got to cover all ends. You got to protect yourself physically and spiritually. And nowadays, the way the world is going is you got to protect yourself mentally. Y'all need to start practicing on your elephant skin. I'm practicing every day. For some people, they feel like you make a change for yourself, everything around you is supposed to be in some sort of perfection. It's not. It's a continuance of maintenance like you would do a car or like you would take care and attire of a suit. You have to keep on giving it maintenance and protecting it and putting it up and doing things you need to do to make sure it keeps its freshness or it has longevity. So I want to talk to you what the day is I want to fulfill you with is that, man, surround yourself with positive vibes and ultimate protection. But I just wanted to give y'all that. But the main video of topic of what I want to talk about today is manifesting the love that you think and feel that you desire, but you are blind to the fact of why you are not magnifying that or attracting what you want in your heart. Sometimes, man, I believe the universe also, or whatever you may believe, or whatever is positive above us, stops you from gaining your rewards in your life sometimes because it's not the time for you to get it because you have to learn your lessons in this life. Sometimes you have to get hurt tremendously. I mean immensely to the point of no return, it feels like, to be able to appreciate the magnitude of love and what you are basically been waiting on, the true love, the destiny of a fantasy like, king and queen type of thing or whatever you love or however you love. You know what I'm saying? You've been waiting on it and you finally get it and you can't appreciate it because you haven't went through the necessary things, like almost considering a necessary evil, if you might say. Far as betrayal, being cheated on, or going through verbal abuse, or whatever the case may be, you have to go through these particular things to go ahead and get your life together so you can basically be ready for all the things that you need to intake when love hits you at its most intimate impact, when it's genuine. Can you honestly say you can truly appreciate it if you got it off the first hit? Some people get it off the first bat, right out the door. But there's a theory that says when you find your first love the first time, if you've never been with nobody else to get the experience of different classes of relationship training, that's like a universal life training when you go through different relationships. You know what I'm saying? To find out what you do and don't like, the pet peeves and so forth and all that for whoever your future love may be for life. You know what I'm saying? And what that means, this is a class. And for those that get it right off the bat, the theory that I was talking about is that sometimes they get the feeling where they get this urge to have different when they never had different, like those people that had a high school sweethearts and so forth and things like that. And sometimes you may get those people that just be together forever, but that void is in your mind for some, you know what I mean? So you go through these heartaches in your life to help you appreciate things. If you're a bachelor, man, be a bachelor, have your fun, protect yourself, man, wear the proper protection. Just know it's a spiritual thing with that. You know what I mean? Every time you make love or have sex with somebody, as a bachelor or bachelorette, you have attachments to those people sexually. And you share something. Every time you have you might say, pleasure or climax per se, you leave track records of these people spiritually inside of you if you don't have a cleanse. You got to cleanse yourself. You know what I mean? Everybody that you've been with, had children with, and things like that, you wonder why you feel full. It's like a full cup that forgot to clean itself. Every now and then when you drink a glass of water, it needs to empty itself. You know what I mean? You leave a glass of water sitting there long enough, it might start to have a lingering smell. It depends on where it's at. So what I'm saying is you got to cleanse yourself, man. You got to remove all things that you were basically that you had in your life, man, before that. All the turmoil or people that you just it just didn't work out, but you're not beefing. It just your chemistry had a time frame with that person to learn something from that person. Y'all not beefing. Everybody you broke up with is not horrible people. You know what I'm saying? That's the fact. The saying is you go through these trials to prep you and prepare you. And you may still fail when that one that was supposed to come to you in your life. You may fail even then, and then you miss out on that opportunity, and hopefully that opportunity comes to you again. Some people like to have a cop out and say, well, you know, independent this and all that, and I ain't got to have nobody and all that, man. Some people really do desire that, and they just act like they don't. So just to give y'all just the fulfillment of that, some people fall in love and get it right the first time. Some people don't. Some people like to be a bachelor, bachelorette, and it lasts for a little while, and sometimes it don't. But you just got to be careful on all those people you have sexual with, because whatever they got on them, you basically put it on yourself spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You might say low frequencies, high frequencies, or whatever the case may be. Whatever monkey that people got on their back, you have sex with them. It's an open gate. You know what I mean? When you make love or whatever, whoever you make love with, when you intertwine bodies, kisses, love, hugs, and touching or whatever, you share something spiritually. You know what I mean? And you break up without breaking the full on attachment with somebody. You find yourself going into another relationship that's almost like it's magnetic that you're attracting the same type of person, almost like the one you just got out of it with, because you have no cleanse with it. You just building and building and building on the same attraction, the universal attraction, like. And you got to cleanse that. But again, back to the bachelor thing, sometimes they get bored. You get bored. While everybody else out is with their loved ones and having somebody to be. Remember, at one point in time in your life, you get old. And when you get old, you're going to want somebody to be there for you when you're sick, tired, unable to take care of yourself. It ain't nothing like having somebody there to have your back, somebody there to love you when shit get dark. You know what I mean? Not saying you can't have the same thing if you doing you know what I'm saying, poly, what they say, when you're polygamous, excuse me. When you're a polygamist, you got more than one, you know what I'm saying, things like that. I mean, it depends on what your love life is, man. Have your fun, have your joy. But my statement fully is for those that's looking for love. If you found your chemistry, rather it's more than one, more than two, or just a particular person or whatever, find what you love and be fine with that. But for those that can't find nobody and just alone and being miserable, man, don't believe that it's just done. You just gotta accept the fact that it's not the fact that, like, people, I hate this saying, would say, every man in the world ain't shit, or every woman in the world ain't shit, man. Mostly, you know, you get women, you know what I'm saying, that say that about men more than men say that about women. In the case for like the people that I've been around, it seems like it's more like women saying all men ain't shit. You know what I mean? And that's you haven't made love with every man in the world for those that for those women looking for that. You know what I mean? You haven't made love with every person in the world to say whoever all of what. You can't say all of anything. That's just your hate. Not your hate, but your hurt talking. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, man. Like, don't do that to yourself. There's always an opportunity. Just like when you quit one job that's horrible and another job that's horrible, another job, and you find that good one, some people don't even make it that far enough to fulfill that good one. You know what I mean? You got to give it time. There's a good job coming, and I say that metaphorically, that we all have had bad situations that keep on happening until you got a good one. And that good one may be good for that moment, and it somewhat didn't last for a long jeopardy of time. You have graduated from whatever your life experience was supposed to be from that particular relationship. You move on from that, you remember what you learned, and then you find that true love. Don't just give the fuck up. Don't just hate everybody because you feel like your heart is crushed because you can't find nobody to match your energy. You have to come to realization that there's something wrong with you. It's not the attraction that you're getting. It's the fact that you're not changing what is basically, it's like a metal, like you're your own fine metal, and you attracting the wrong magnitude of things. Things is getting attracted to you, and you just keep pulling in the same shit. All you got to do is change up the formation, the mechanism, what's going on, the way you do things. There's nothing wrong with making changes to yourself instead of somebody saying, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to change it. Ain't nothing like you're harder on yourself than anybody else. You know when you being ain't shit. I'm going to say ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So just stop being like that, man. It's a lot of love out here for you. It's somebody out here in the world that want to love you, hold you up, or somebody out here just want to have some fun, whatever you into. Just make it make sense. So what I'm saying is, man, break all old attachments to anything. And man, the biggest thing of all, you know what I'm saying? Keep people the hell out of your relationship. Keep family out of your relationship. Let them know what they need to know. We can hang out and all that, but keep your private information. I'm going to say this in many videos possible amongst your circle, which is you and your mate. That's how you keep things tight. Tell people what they need to know. But don't make excuses why you ain't in love because you saying everybody ain't shit. Or you got this situation so you ain't got time to be in love. For those that's always complaining. Not the ones out here doing their thing, having a little fun, whatever. Being single, just doing their thing, whatever. But for what the fact that I'm saying is there's love for everybody. An immense amount of it. I operate off of love because it's almost like a type of chemistry that can't really be fully explained. It's undiscovered what that what that chemical is that we call love, whatever that is, that abundance of tranquility that you feel to somebody, or when you see somebody, it's like you can smell them when they're not around. You can sense when they're coming. It's like that love is in depth, man. The yin and yang, you understand? So man, love is not to be meant to be hidden, you know. It's meant to be shown, and you got a lot of people that hate on you. You know what I mean? When you in love deeply, you want to share your love to the world. Oh, if you're showing it, it ain't real. That's not the fact, man. It's just sometimes people so in love and happy they want to share their love to the whole world, and it motivates the youth and people under you that will soon be in love. If y'all got kids and things like that, don't you want somebody to treat your child right? You know what I mean? So don't you want somebody to be faithful to yours and see your seeds happy, like, or whatever they're doing? So stop saying that. Misery attracts misery, and man, sometimes people that are misery and got their heart broken already will ruin shit for the young. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be faithful. It's okay to be trustworthy. It's okay to make positive sacrifices and things like that, so you can find your way in this life. Stop living for other people and live your life. You know what I mean? We only get to do this once that we know of, but there's a whole nother life beyond this. That's why I say I don't live to die, I live to live. Life is a choice and death is not an option. It's tattooed on my arm right here. You underdig? Keep your mind open. Stop just dating people because y'all got the same belief. You probably can learn something from each other, that y'all are not too far apart from certain things. But if that's too outrageous for y'all, man, stay in your box. I believe in being outside of it. You know what I'm saying? Every belief has love. Every spirituality has love, man. Open your damn mind and stop being so closed-minded. That's why you hurting. You alone. You too busy. You know what I'm saying? With your shitty attitude and can't change anything. We all got fucked up attitude, man. It's okay to make some adjustments. It's okay. It's no different than saying I'm not going to speed in the car today. I'm going to kind of take it easy. Take it easy in your life. And stop going full on break on good things when good things come your way. Love hard, but don't be naive. You know what I'm saying? Watch your surroundings, man. Don't just fall in love so quickly, man. Pay attention to the family. You want to know how a person gonna be, look, or whatever your thing is to look for that you don't want to be with nobody. Look at their grandparents, mothers, and all that. You know how your mate gonna be. You know how your mate gonna look, because we all carry characteristics of those before us, but we gotta get better. We gotta be better than those before. So I'm gonna say that like this. Keep your mind open. Your soul is not your body, and your body is not your soul. They work together. So your body has a certain type of temptation and different things like that, and gonna go through all type. Your soul already know you. Your higher self is what I'm saying. They're not the same thing. Okay? Cleanse that. Make sure you understand that you deserve better. All that verbal abuse, cut that shit out. Don't let nobody be putting their fucking hands on you. You know what I'm saying? It's ways to handle things. Don't let karma be your last be all be all. You understand? So I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, me as a man, I'm raised by majority women. You understand? I always say that melanin queens. You know what I mean? Shout out to all walks of life and all, you know what I'm saying, culture of women. Far as race wise, it's not a race thing, or I want to say race. It's not a cultural thing of skin color, but I've been raised by melanin queens. You know what I'm saying? Melanin women. All love to those that create of any color, but I'm talking about what I know. So I've learned everything I know on my own majority. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of strong women that have been through a lot of shit and got a lot of trauma in their life that need to be healed. So, you know, as far as the men, there's not really too many men I'm really close to in the family at all like that. I don't really deal with my relatives like that, man. I deal with the family that's inside those genuine ones that's in my bloodline or whatever. But the case, what I'm saying is, I will always protect women. Women will always come before anything. My bros, we always good. We supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, rock steady, whatever. But I'm raised by melanin queens, and I only fell in love with what I seen growing up, even though it was hardship and different things like that. I fell in love with what I seen growing up. You know what I'm saying? Melanin women or carbon melanin. You know what I'm saying? Melanated women doing what they got to do to survive. And a lot, you know, having a mother, you know what I'm saying, that was a single mother. I love my dad to life, you know what I'm saying? My mother did, regardless of whatever the relationship is like now, my mother bust her fucking ass, you know what I mean? To take care of me and my siblings, you know. She had help, but she really grind down on a lot of things. And I would never take that shit for granted. That's why I'm a hard person when it comes to getting things done. You know, so at the end of the day, I always will be and treat my wife, my infinite ultimate queen, you understand, like a queen all day, every day. She would never get less than the most proper respect. You know what I'm saying? You disrespect mine, we ain't cool at all. Just know that. So just know that you respect me, you respect my queen, just like you. I see you with your queen, I'm gonna respect yours. And shit, that's just the way that it is. If I see yours out there, I got your back. If you get into some shit, hey, we got it. We gotta protect us. Those is out here doing positive things, and anybody that's trying to, or just anybody, period. But on a relationship standpoint, open your fucking mind. Excuse my language, but I mean, I don't got time to sit here and coddle you or hold your hand. Nobody does. This a hard road to get to what you really want. You want some love? Work for it. Shit ain't easy. There's some tests you gotta go through, you understand? So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, you heard me? I'm your author, the poet B.GKL. Brother GKL, that is gold. King Lio'lf. Holla at me, authorgkl.com and savantk.com. It'll be down in the description, man. Don't be shy. And check out my magnificent book, you heard me? Infinite Mind of Life. You know what I'm saying? Infinite Mind of Life. Go ahead and check that out, man. I'm always out here dropping the vibe. Man, your life is a written piece of art. Just know that. I am an author. Who I am, everything I do is written. I create the way I want my life to be when it comes to the narrative. Take control of your life. Operate off love. Keep people out your damn business. Do what you gotta do. Be beautiful. To all people, all walks of life trying to do something. To get that hate about you. Get that racist shit up out you. You ain't gonna get nowhere with it. That misery shit, kick that shit out the door, put it in the drain, you know what I mean? So peace and love. I love y'all if don't nobody else do, and I mean that genuinely. Everybody know this is me all day, every day until I check the hell up out of here. You know, hey, don't be afraid. Energy can't die. It only transitions. Love hard. Peace. I'm your brother. Hey.